Hi and welcome back to another episode of Life is Strange True Colors, and what might be the last episode of True Colors. I don't want it to be over yet. I would like another 2 hours, please, and not just 1 hour. But I also don't know how they're gonna wrap up in 1 hour, because to me it seems like there should be more. But I'm excited to see what's gonna happen in the last part here of this last chapter. See what's gonna happen with Alex, who's still in that mine shaft. So let's get into this episode. Okay. We're here. Is this the... No, this isn't the mine shaft. She does not have any wounds on her face. So is this another past memory then? Must be after Dad left. There's some construction going on outside, like right outside the building. I hope you can't hear it. But if you hear like, I don't know, something in the background, it's just
Can
that.
I ask you a question?
Can't really do anything about it.
Which orphanage is this? The one in Grant Park? Kinda thought it'd be nicer.
I can't do this, okay? I can't.
It is interesting to see some of her past, though.
You need to.
I like it.
No.
You need to be honest about what you see.
I have.
I don't
And
know
now
if
I'm
she
done.
faced her emotions from the past since she
Almost.
was always told to be strong,
yet.
right?
You were 12, I am 16. I steal a car and end up in juvie.
Gabe, come on.
And then she's
Then
alone.
you're 13, 14, 15. Orphanages, group homes, musty rooms in the strange houses of foster parents. By the time you're 17, you've seen them all. Somewhere along the line, you start to feel things. Your own emotions don't belong to you. You have nothing. No one. You are alone.
My whole desk is
I don't like
literally
this.
shaking.
Alex,
Oh.
play your part.
Play my part.
Okay, there's a lot to look at here.
We
Water
weren't allowed to
cooler.
bring glass into the dorms. So we had to drink from this thing.
Like hamsters in a cage.
Except if you give a hamster a glass, they don't toss it at the other hamsters' heads.
Pretty sure it's locked.
Must be after curfew. We're not going anywhere. God. They put me on so many meds.
Kind of hard
Did
to
any
read,
of them ever
but
work?
I get it.
Some of them helped. A little. None of them fixed me.
It's like a prison.
They used to say this place wasn't a prison.
What's the
Maybe
difference
they were
if you're
trying to
locked
keep you
in?
safe.
Guess so. Whatever the reason, the end result was prison bars. I took a fork in here one time and hid it under my mattress. Just 'cause, fuck you.
Residents must adhere to their assigned schedules at all times and are not permitted to loiter in the dormitory outside of designated free time. Glass and silverware are to remain in the canteen. Do not bring these into the dormitory. Non-resident guests are not permitted in the dormitory. Lights out occurs at 9 p.m. every evening. No music, no TV, no screen time after lights out. Failure to adhere to any of these rules will result in disciplinary action. What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
They should have stenciled the same thing on all of us.
Property.
You really feel like you were their property?
We didn't belong to anyone else, did we?
Yeah, and you didn't have any choice in anything, so
I remember the kid who put
it's
this
no
here.
freedom.
Sadie? Sally.
We're never getting out of this
Something with an
fucking
S?
place.
You were friends at first, right?
Way at first. Then I freaked out on her and she was done with me. Just like everyone else.
Fancy.
Everyone had one good outfit. We wore them to meet the parents.
To pretend like everything was
Did it
okay.
help?
kinda think you already know the answer to that question.
Mm-hmm.
I used to write one every day. Stupid.
It's not stupid.
Why? You clearly missed him.
And I thought he missed me.
He probably did, but when you leave like that, you don't... I don't know if you allow yourself to miss your family, or... Because you're just so embarrassed and ashamed of what you did, and that you left, that you probably found it easier to just shut everything off.
Guess I missed a few days.
But I think he probably did.
How you holding up, Shu?
Can't believe how long you've had that thing.
That thing was my only friend after you left. Well, there are my strings. Where's my guitar?
I don't understand. Why can't I have my guitar?
There's no TV, no music, no
We've
fun.
been over this, Alex. Your guitar stays in the rec room. You can play it during free time.
Control freaks.
That's bullshit. I don't need it in the fucking rec room. I need it when I'm stuck in the fucking dorms.
Yep. So you're not alone with your thoughts all the
Alex,
freaking time.
that's enough.
With nothing to distract
Maybe
you.
we'll just take away your guitar privileges entirely, if that's what you prefer.
You can't do that.
That's fucking bullshit, man. Footlocker. What the... Anything else I missed? I don't really want to miss anything. Don't see anything else. Okay. You felt like an exhibition? People looking at you? Trying to figure out if they want you as a kid?
She's been through so much. I just don't know if we're prepared for a
I think anybody who's
troubled
an orphan
girl.
or in an orphanage comes with trouble. Can't really choose that. And if you're not cut out for dealing with difficult things, are you really cut out for being a parent? I'm just saying. I think a lot of kids grow up with issues, and you need to be prepared to deal with anything. So.
It says here she's sensitive. What does that mean?
I'm getting angry.
I wonder why she's never found a home before.
Yeah, she's so old. Why is she still here? She's a fucking human being, guys! With normal emotions.
She's a sweet girl, but she's not for us.
She's awfully old, isn't she?
This is
Getting
the kid that's been in all
constantly
those
rejected.
fights, right?
I want to help. I really do.
Do you? Do you?
There's just something
You want something easier? Hmm?
broken.
Wrong.
With her.
It definitely feels like a curse when you can listen into thoughts like that. You're just desperate for somebody to want you, and you keep hearing that. Now, it is natural, I think, for humans to avoid things that are difficult, so I think some of those thoughts come involuntarily and might not actually represent who a lot of these people are. But when you're faced here, like those adults, like that might pop into your mind, but a ton of other thoughts might also pop in. But what Alex will remember are the bad thoughts. So even if there's something redeemable about those parents, then Alex will hear what's negative, because that's natural, because that's your fears, and they're speaking her fears.
sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry for her too.
Why?
You need to see it.
See what?
That nobody picked me?
Nobody picked you.
It doesn't
Nobody
mean
picked
shit.
you. Nobody wanted you. Mom died. Dad left. I bailed. You couldn't keep us together.
And then you
It
died.
was my job to keep us.
You
It wasn't
were
your
11
yeah, it
years
wasn't
old.
your job. That's bullshit. That's
You were
fucking
11 years old.
upsetting
You were a
that your
kid,
mom told you
Alex.
that.
Let it go.
It was not your fault.
People leave. Life gets hard. Sometimes it's a big shit sandwich. Make it better.
And it's not a reflection of who you
Be
are as a
angry at Dad.
person.
Miss Mom. Hell, be angry at me. But don't give up.
Be angry, then be happy. Be
No one
angry, be
gets to tell you
sad,
what
be
you're
happy.
And no
Be
one
skeptical.
can take your life away.
Be scared.
Fight.
I'm not sure I...
You have a gift. It's something
And
you
you've
don't even
used it for
understand.
good, for the most part.
You can change the world.
I mean, or not. You don't have to change the world.
Now get up.
But you can make ripple effects.
What?
Get up and fight.
You can make ripple effects. And they might be tiny, but they matter for some people. Some people will hear your thoughts and learn from you. So, how are we getting out of here? The fact that you're fucking alive is insane. I wonder if he grazed her. It looks like he might have grazed her with the bullet. Oh, Jed. You're gonna get what's coming for you. Like all of them. Typhon, Diane. Maybe we can make Mac a little less scared. Though he also needs to learn how to respect boundaries. And women, I think. Oh, that one light we have left. What are you gonna light up with that? You gonna burn the whole thing? Oh, there was a light. I didn't see it. You must have broken a couple ribs or something, man. That fall. And like at one point we woke up like hanging by the stomach or chest. Okay, don't let it burn out. Be quick about it, but not too quick. There you go. Yeah, it's time to get out of here. This reminds me of Until Dawn and the cave systems. Or mine systems. Kitty. We're gonna get back to Valkyrie and she's gonna love us. In time. Okay. And maybe we can find out what Jed and them are trying to hide.
Out of here.
Because there might be some answers in here, actually.
No more ladder. Not that I'd be much good at climbing.
Yeah, this might lead us to where whatever they're trying to hide is.
Mine's growing into
Hopefully there's no
mines,
Wendigos down here.
just like Jed said. I'm gonna choose not to read anything into this. I could almost laugh if it wouldn't hurt so much.
Safety first. Pickaxe might come in handy. I should maybe bring
How long
it.
has this stuff been down here?
I mean, mining has been going on for like hundreds of years, right? So could be a long time. Let's hope our light doesn't run out.
No. No, no,
Because
no,
then
no.
it's gonna be pitch black, and there's no light down here. Okay. Can you use your emotions to like see auras or something? Because I can't see shit. I can't see shit. Okay. Do you do something or do I move? Okay, we can see something now.
Okay, that's something.
What is that something? That's something with an aura or?
That aura is the only lead I've got.
Okay. There's nothing else I can just pick out here, is there? Usually it shows if there's anything I can look at. Maybe it's an aura of bad shit that happened here.
All right, boys, getting close.
Helldivers for life, huh, Jed?
Dig so deep, we see where the devil sleeps.
Goddamn right.
This is it. This
Yeah.
is what Typhon tried to bury.
It is. And what Jed tried to bury,
A
or
lot of runoff moisture in this soil. Jed, we gotta call it.
or
This
did it
thing's
just make a
fucked.
mistake?
Nothing's fucked.
Jed, we got no pumps running. No.
My teams have never quit a dig this deep before.
So he kept pushing
Finished
them.
the job.
So he kept pushing them when they shouldn't have. They dug too deep. Balrog.
Steady goes. Steady.
Fuck was.
Move! Come on! Clear the tunnel!
Who's on radio? Jed! Fuck! Jed! Jed!
Oh my god.
We gotta move now. There's still men back there. They'll drown.
Yeah, and so will we if we don't get the fuck out. Make the call, Jed.
God damn it. God damn it. Everyone, let's go now.
Okay, so it seems to me that they were digging. They weren't supposed to dig any deeper. Jed made a call for them to dig deeper, despite the crew not wanting to. They listened to him because I guess he's the boss here. Shit happened, things are collapsing. They're split off, and Jed with his group can get out. They want to save the others, but there's a risk to do that, and they might also die in the effort of trying to help the others. So they leave. Now, do I think Jed is inherently a bad guy for wanting to dig deeper and ignoring the risks of it? Not necessarily. Ambition is can be a dangerous thing if you push too far hard. But it's on the edge of like, it's part of being a human to make mistakes, but this mistake is costing people's lives. But I don't think it's irredeemable for him as a person to forgive him for a shitty situation that happened. I mean, people died, so it's super shitty. But I don't know, is there more to this? Was he just that ashamed that he, or did he know something by digging deeper that they didn't, that he kept from them? So they didn't really know the risks.
Smells like fireworks. Must be where Typhon blew the charges.
So I don't know. I guess we'll see. Dad. Yeah, I was like, isn't that her dad's Did her dad die here? A new memory unlocked. Oh, I forgot to check these things. Dad pendant. Wait, what haven't we read here? 'Cause I'm a little bit... Mom's keys. I think we read this. Yeah, I think we read that. I don't think we read the guitar strings because that was just now. They didn't get it. I wasn't just being a brat and I wasn't acting out for attention. That guitar was fucking sacred to me. The only thing I could do to keep myself from losing it in the dorms every night. Especially as I got older and my whole thing with emotions got worse. But they didn't see that. They saw a little psycho glaring daggers making demands. I think that's what they wanted to see. I had forgotten how difficult the dorms were at night. We all had nightmares. Hard to live the sort of life that lands you in an orphanage without going through some pretty nightmarish stuff. But the difference was I had everyone else's nightmares. I just needed to hold my guitar, to press my fingers against the strings, feel the vibration in my belly. That was the only way I could get back to sleep. Yeah, she would feel all the... like, these are strong emotions that run in these kind of places, right? They're kids, their emotions are very big anyway. And since she had her powers, she would feel everything and struggle to sleep. I can relate to using a medium to avoid your feelings. Since I used writing when I was a teenager to, I don't know, pretend to be someone else. Pretend to be someone who wasn't so scared and anxious like I was. And that really helped me escape reality for a little bit. But of course, nothing to this degree. And I didn't grow up in this shitty way. So... but yeah, I can relate a little bit though. Dad pendant. For most of my life, I've known what other people were feeling. Couldn't escape it. Sometimes it felt like I was drowning, flailing to keep my head above water and sinking anyway. And all that time, the only person whose feelings I really wanted to understand was you, Dad. And then I found you at the bottom of the world, and I finally felt what you were feeling. And what's messed up is, your emotions were just so normal. Human, I guess. Fear, regret, same stuff as everyone else. Same stuff I've been drowning in since I was a kid. Shouldn't take an empath to know that, but I think I needed to feel it before I could let you go. And now the only person whose feeling I still need to understand is me. Isn't it strange how hard it is to understand ourselves sometimes? Isn't it strange how hard it is to accept yourself and your feelings? And sometimes you get bad thoughts that pop into your head and you think that those thoughts are representative of who you are. And that you need other people to affirm that you're not the person your thoughts sometimes tell you are. So you can't trust your thoughts, but then you can't not trust them because sometimes they are right in good ways. And you push that down too when you tell yourself, but I'm a good person, I would never do that. Isn't that a good person? And then your doubt doesn't make you trust that because other things you're thinking is not true. So it's confusing, right? Yourself is confusing. Okay.
Dad! Come back! Dad, you son of a bitch! Jen, you gotta stop, man.
We don't know if Jed could have saved them, though.
Dad! Fuck you,
we know this probably wouldn't happen if Jed hadn't forced them to dig deeper.
It's over, Jen. He's not
but
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Shen probably died with some regrets. Maybe he was working to get a better life, to maybe find his children again. We don't know. We do not know. She found her way out. You did it! It's morning now and Jed thinks you're dead. And your friend's probably wondering where you are. Hopefully you don't have any internal bleeding that needs immediate attention, so you suddenly drop and die. Raise our drinks to Jed Lucan, who at this location. So the other people he saved didn't tell them what happened there then. Is she removing it? Fair. And when I said like the thing that happened down there isn't redeemable to him, irredeemable to him as a character, of course, shooting her or thinking he shot her. I mean, he did hit her. That is not like he needs to needs to suffer. He needs to atone for that and everything else he's kept from people. Like he went down a path that he could have avoided.
And during my time,
he was too scared of taking the blame, you know? And then he could have owned up to it and
here, I've come to realize what makes Haven so special.
Have you?
It's a flower shop run by multiple generations. A bar owner who greets every customer by name.
Oh yeah,
it's a spring
inflate his
festival
ego
tradition
even further.
Going back 100 years. History, loyalty, pride.
Should Alex just burst
These
in there
values
and be
which
like,
define
yeah, Jed
Haven
tried to shoot me.
are the same
Or did shoot
values
me.
that Typhon was built on. And that is why our partnership
Oh,
has
fuck
been
off,
so
Diane.
successful.
Yeah, they haven't heard anything from Alex.
It's been my privilege to renew Typhon's commitment to Haven. We believe in this community, and
Oh,
we're
you're spewing
tremendously
so much
excited for its
bullshit.
future.
Thank you, Diane.
Boo.
I think I speak for all of us when I say we're eager to make this official.
Oh yeah, you want to keep working
So,
with them, huh?
time to vote, folks. And then lunch.
Yeah. Lunch? You want to have some lunch, Jed? In prison? That would be nice, right? Wouldn't that be nice, Jed? Oh yeah, you are fucking screwed.
Alex, oh my god.
I'm fine.
You are not fine. We have to get you to a doctor.
Well, first, let me just tell you guys what happened. This will be hard to hear.
I found out something you need to hear. I'm sorry.
What?
Alex, you're hurt.
Yeah, this is more important right now. Gotta speak my mind while it's fresh.
If you need help, we can call an ambulance.
Typhon's been lying to all of you.
Mm-hmm.
And so has Jed Lucan.
Alex.
Oh.
What's going on?
Oh. I want to punch him. Don't pretend.
You know exactly what's going on. I was down in the mine last night. I saw what Typhon's been hiding for
Can you tell
12
him why
years.
you were down in the mine? Because
Jed Lucan isn't a hero.
Should probably start with that.
That whole story is a lie. Jed caused the accident. And then he abandoned 7 of his men. He let them drown to save himself. There were pictures of me and Gabe down there in the dirt. Because one of those miners was my father. Typhon wanted to keep this covered up in case it jeopardized the vote.
They're afraid they're ruthless. Well, they are ruthless, but... afraid? Nah, they're ruthless. Let's just say
All
that.
they care about is making more money. They'll do whatever it takes to push this expansion through. So they decided to bury the evidence. And nothing was going to stop that blast. Not even the fact that there were 4 people up in the mountains. That's how Gabe was killed. Jed knew all along. He covered up the truth about the past, about Gabe.
And he tried to
when I
kill
found
you.
out,
Mm-hmm.
as you can see, he tried to kill me too.
Should have made sure I was dead, Jed. Are you gonna talk yourself out of that, Jed? Said that I lost my
Why
mind?
aren't any of you saying anything?
Did more people know?
We don't want to embarrass you, Alex.
Not embarrassed.
Try me.
These accusations are... well, they're
Or do they
insane.
back each other because it's a
And
small
trying
town?
to go into the mine was obviously
I didn't
a
do it of
very
my own
dangerous,
volition.
very illegal thing to do. But we all sympathize with
We
your
know
situation.
that we're gonna manipulate their way out of this,
You've
though.
been through so much. Your brother was your only family, wasn't he? I can only imagine how much you want an explanation for
Diane.
his loss.
Diane, you
Something
need
to
to
give
stop.
you comfort and make your life seem less unfair.
You suppress the evidence. I know you have a conscience. Should we try to speak to our conscience? We know there's something in there. I just don't know if we can reach it. She doesn't want to work
Why
for this
don't you
shitty
just tell the
corporation.
truth? You've been planning your exit from Typhon anyway.
What?
You never signed up for threats or attempted murder. You hate this. Now's your chance to stop.
Dad? Do you have any idea what Alex is talking about?
No. I don't.
Of course he wasn't gonna
I
admit
tried
to
to
it.
be there for Alex since Gabe died. I thought, I don't know, I hoped I could be something of a father figure to her. All I can
You probably
guess
felt
is
guilty that Chen died.
sometimes when
So
we're
you
hurting,
felt like you
the
had to
people
step
we
in.
lash out at are the ones who were trying to help.
You're lying, you're a monster? Let's call him a monster.
You tried to kill me. How can you stand there and say these things?
Alex.
You're a monster. Please. I know this is hard to accept. You all trust him.
Yeah, and you're new in this
I
town.
did too. But I'm telling the truth.
He's a very good manipulator. He seemed very genuine to me,
believe
too.
You. Of course I do.
Thank you, Steph.
I believe you too. I'm horrified and shocked and still processing everything, but I believe you.
Ryan? Oh, it's your father. I mean, that makes sense that you're very hesitant.
Like to speak. This young lady came to Haven as a stranger.
Go, Ducky.
But over the last few weeks, she's become one of us.
Yeah, one of us. One of us.
Her story certainly seems unlikely.
Yeah, that's fair.
if
That's
not
fair.
Impossible.
Mm-hmm.
But she deserves at least an investigation of her claims.
Thank you. Though Jason Pike,
take
I
her
fucked with him, so what's that gonna do?
I agree with Ducky.
Eleanor! I
I've
love
always
Eleanor
found
so
Alex
much.
to be a very trustworthy person. She wouldn't make these accusations lightly. Something must have happened.
Miss Lath, there's no actual evidence of anything.
No, they're all on your
Maybe not.
USB stick.
But that's what I think.
Mm-hmm. She's allowed to think that way, even without evidence. Diane.
Actually, Diane, there is evidence.
Oh, for fuck's
Is he
sake.
saying this because I
I have
took
a
his
USB
fear
stick
though?
full of recordings.
Or would he still have
Yes,
said that?
we went
But then
through
I would have
this
signed
yesterday.
the thing.
Your superiors closed the case. None of us have time for conspiracies.
Yeah. You're trying to weasel your way out of things again, huh? I know your game. I know
Don't
how you...
test me, Jason.
You know what? I'm not scared of you anymore.
No, I don't know about
Yeah, not
this.
you,
I don't know about
not
this.
Typhon.
All right, that's enough.
Deputy Pike, do you have some kind of personal issue with me?
Like hell I do.
Jason. Well, given that your judgment in this matter
Can you
is
give him his sphere back,
emotionally
please?
compromised, you should probably remove yourself from...
Cut the crap. If you think you could shut me up with...
You believe me? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm really sorry.
I don't believe it. Ridiculous.
We're all getting ahead of ourselves. And what's the important
No.
matter here? I'm not your lapdog anymore.
Deputy Pike, I am not
I'm sorry,
responsible
Alex.
I'm going first thing tomorrow.
Dad. Please. Come clean.
I don't know. Like,
We'll figure it out together.
Jed has probably been lying. Like, the thing is, when something like this surfaces, how can you trust what anything he said throughout the years has been genuine? Because it seems like he is completely pretending to be someone he's not. Like a narcissist or like a master manipulator. Like, he is saying things that he thinks people want to hear. So you don't know his actual feelings and thoughts about things because he is so scared of the way that people will look at him if he shows his real self that he feels like he's just acting in a way to get people to like him. So you can't really trust that anything he's said or done throughout the years has been genuine. It's
It amazes me. The extent to which she has manipulated you.
Come on, Dad.
Never in a million years.
Come on. I hate seeing you do this.
My own son.
Dad.
My own goddamn son!
Stop.
what are you doing? What are you doing? What is this?
I know why you tried to kill me. It's not what you tell yourself. That you thought it was best for
I mean, he
you.
would be lying to himself too, yeah.
This was never about Haven at all, was it? This was about you. I know it's easier not having to think about the men you buried. You want to look away and pretend the people you hurt aren't people. But I won't let you. My father worked for you. His name was John.
He was a screw-up, he was a victim, he was a fighter. I think it's very easy to look at people who leave, who run away, as screw-ups, as victims, I don't know, as scared. I think a lot of people who run away have fought for a long time. I think a lot of people who some people might view as weak has been some of the people who's fought hardest. And when they give up, they've been maybe fighting for years. I don't know, like it all depends, of course. So I would like to maybe view him as a fighter, because I'm sure he fought his thoughts and feelings and fears for a long time before he ran away. And I think he probably fought to get back. Maybe he fought to become a better person of the one he was, but he needed time to find that person and to... I don't think he needed to do that, like become a different person than he was. I think he was good enough. He just needed some help. He needed somebody to be a coach for him or you know, just to lift him up a little bit. But yeah, I think he was a fighter.
The world never gave him anything for free. He fought just to stay alive. He fought for us. Maybe he was finally winning. But you killed him. And then Gabe, my big brother.
He was building a family, he was starting over, he was happy. He was building a family.
He was building a family here. Doing it his own way. Figuring it out as he went along.
Mm-hmm.
He was so nervous about it. And so excited. And he brought me here to be part of that family. But he died. Because of you. And then there's me. For so many years, I just wanted to survive. To get through. They even changed me. I started to think about the future.
I want to belong, I want to play music, I want to help people. Music is fine, but that seems... I know music means a lot to her, though. I want to belong, I want to help people. I think both of those are very good. I think she never experienced people who wanted her. And therefore, like, wanting to belong feels very good. I want to help people. Seems also genuine. But throughout this game, it feels like we've been doing that to... Well, in some cases, to get what we want with the investigation and finding things out. I think I want to say I want to belong. I know we didn't help people necessarily only because of that, but...
I want to know that there's a place and a group of people who wouldn't be the same without me.
Mm-hmm.
I was starting to feel that here. And you tried to murder me. You would have ended my life just so you wouldn't have to face the truth. You've forgotten it, haven't you?
He's been pretending for so
You've
long.
plastered over it with another story.
That you're a good man, that you're a hero. I don't know if I want to call him a hero. Let's call him a good man.
Tell yourself you're a good man.
Or, okay, in that case, yeah, I would have said hero.
You take care of so many people. You gave me a roof and a job.
I mean, he did seem like he didn't like it when people called him a hero, though, so maybe this is a better choice anyway.
Such a good, generous man.
Yeah. You know, I like this.
But that's the lie. If you scrape it away,
would he have done
the
same if he... I don't know. You're a pawn, you're a coward, you're selfish. I think I want to call him selfish. To me, that's what it seems like. He's doing this for himself. It doesn't seem like he's doing this out of the goodness of his heart. It seems like he's doing this... I mean, earlier in the game it didn't seem like that, but now it seems like that.
11 years ago, you led a group of men to their deaths. And you were too selfish to say those words out loud. There was so much to lose. The love of your wife. The respect of your son. The comfort and ease you had walking around the world.
And then he started pretending.
All of that
But he was
mattered
somebody
more
who
to you
wasn't.
than those men's lives. I can feel you trying to pull away. Don't.
Face it.
The truth hurts. Sometimes it's so awful you think you're gonna break. But when you come out the other side, and you're whole and free and still alive, then you'll finally know how strong you really are. I I see the truth about you. You hate yourself.
Yeah.
You hate what you did in the past.
God, this eye just
You
can't.
hate what you've done to keep it secret.
Has not been happy with makeup the
And
last
more
couple of days.
you deny that hatred, the worse it grows.
Self-loathing.
I know who you are. I've seen the worst parts of you.
Ooh, but I forgive you and I condemn you. Like, I don't want to condemn him. I don't. If you don't allow people to change, then they won't. But I also don't feel like it's necessarily right to forgive him right now. But I will for I don't really want to condemn him either. I don't know.
And I forgive you.
If she can see him, see that I could be that person he wants to pretend that he is. Then It is a step towards bettering yourself, right? Like, of course, Judd has to, you know, take the consequences of almost killing a person and doing what he did in the past and covering things up. And, you know, he's got to atone for all of that, probably by going to prison. But if you just send him there and say that he's forever lost, like condemn him to be lost forever or evil forever, then when he comes out, he's just gonna have festered those emotions about not being good, and when he comes out, he's probably not going to have changed and maybe even become worse because of that. But if he believes that he can be forgiven for all that he did and that he can come out of it and actually be himself or be a truer version of himself, then he can start atoning in a better way and spreading goodness if he is able to face the worst parts of him, like she said. But man, it is hard to like forgive him though.
Mining scandal that has rocked the western slope town of Haven Springs, where a council meeting was the scene for shocking revelations. Local bar owner and council president Jed Lucan admitted in a tearful confession to covering up the deaths of 7 Typhon employees as their manager 12 years ago. A recent cover-up, which involved a clandestine and unpermitted explosion to thwart inspection.
And I think Diane needs to atone for Gabe's death.
We will have plenty more about this developing story, including the resignation of Typhon CEO, the market impact, and what it all means for your drive time commute coming right.
It's important to remember that even when you don't know somebody, that people are still people and we're humans and we have feelings and thoughts and we want a better world for everybody. I mean, most of us do. And yeah, I watched a really emotional movie yesterday. I don't really remember the right way to say this, so excuse me if I'm butchering the name, but Sardar Udam? I don't know if that's correctly said, but that movie was one of the most heartbreaking things I've seen in a long time. And if you haven't seen it, look it up and watch it. Trust me, you need to watch it. It's a part of history. It's based on a true story. And from what I've heard, it's very well represented of what happened in 1919 until like 1940s is what the movie takes place to span. And in 1919, something terrible happened to thousands of people who were not seen as people, because if you actually believed they were equal, you could never do what the soldiers then did. And yeah, I don't really want to say much because I think you just need to watch it, and it's heartbreaking that something like that could even happen just because we're different, just because they were viewed as different, I should say, and probably not viewed as equal or human in the same way as white people was. Yeah, that movie was just so important, and I am shocked that it's not a part of history. And I really hope that after that movie came out, which was in recent years, but I don't remember exactly when, I hope that it becomes a part of school curriculum everywhere, because World War II has a lot of stories from a lot of places, but I don't think India is well represented in what happened there during those years. And I'm glad I'm able to learn about things like that. I'm glad that there are media that can get stories like that out there, especially for some of us who have a hard time reading history books and learn history by text, because I have a hard time with that. But I love learning about history, and it's so many things that are important that's never gotten told. And I don't really know where I wanted to go with this, but I guess I just wanted to say that it's important to remember that people are different from you. They might have the same skin color or whatnot, even. Like, it might be a woman, it might be a man, it might be a child, it might be somebody from different parts of the world. It's important to remember that even if you don't understand why somebody acts a certain way, it doesn't mean that they are evil or bad or dangerous or... yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I wish I was better with words, that I could say things in the way that I mean it, or explain things in a way that makes sense, or explain things in a better and more understandable way, but I struggle with that. My mind feels so fractured at moments like these when I just really want us to accept our differences and accept that everybody doesn't think the same way or feel the same way. Or maybe we should continue with the game, and I don't know, maybe I'll know what I want to say later. Yeah. Or maybe this is good enough.
I need to get some air.
But this game is almost over, and I also don't want it to be over yet. There might be
summoning all my strength and willpower, I'm now ready to move from the bed to the rooftop. Do I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait? I kind of think I need a Charlotte Harmon portrait.
Hello friends, I've decided to open back up to commissions. I think we're all looking for ways to stay busy right now. Making art has always been my favorite method. So please get in touch if you want a portrait. I try to keep my rates reasonable, and I offer a discount for first-time commissions. Awesome news! Should we call the shop? That works fine. Okay, there should be a lot of updates, yeah. What a wonderful spring festival. Thanks to everyone who made it such a beautiful celebration. Now spill the beans, who got a rose? I know someone who might have gotten one. I think I might know someone who got one as well. Sigh. Hang in there, bud. Ryan got one. Dude, what? A gentleman doesn't... etc., etc. That's so sweet.
I bet Steph wishes she could reword that. But it's pretty funny.
Hello, as many of you know, I'm a freelancer for the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm writing an article about this evening's incredible performance at the Spring Festival, but I can't track down the band's name. Anybody know? Hey man, so we aren't like a band as such, so we don't really have a name yet. Hey, no worries. Can I get your names for the article? I'm Steph Gingrich, the brains of the operation. My muscle is Alex. Wolf's just gonna die when she sees this. I did die a little. Of embarrassment.
I'm so sorry I worried you all.
Has anybody heard from Alex? We were supposed to meet up last night, but she never showed. I'm getting really worried. Oh no, have you contacted Jason? Called his cell, no response. Might try 911 soon. Shit, you serious? Yeah. Damn it, moving this combo to text. Check your phone. That's troubling. I haven't seen her. Keep me posted, will you? Sure, Jed. It is scary when a person can just act completely, I wouldn't say natural, but so cold and calm when they've done something that Jed did, and he just seems... He got really used to acting like that, didn't he? It became natural for him to just pretend like nothing The Black Lantern will not be open for lunch today on account of town council vote. We'll see you for happy hour. Yes on jobs, yes on prosperity, yes on expansion. You do realize that expanding mining operations outside of Haven is a temporary fix, right? That's not even considering the environmental impact. Do you have any proof? What do you want? A bibliography? I don't keep citations at the ready on the off chance I encounter someone who isn't willing to accept the truth. That's what I thought. Never have discussions like that in comments. I feel like she did. Man, no, I don't want to talk about comment sections. I don't. Hello neighbors, thank you for making last night's Spring Festival such a resounding success. Now comes another annual tradition, cleaning up after ourselves. I'll need a few volunteers to help me spruce up the park in the wake of last night's festivities. Work begins as soon as today's council meeting concludes. Drop your name in the hat. Sure, why not? I'm down. We're pretty hungover, but Jesse and I might be recovered by this afternoon. Tentative, yes? Take care of you first, but if you're feeling up for it, would love to have you both. Gotta open the bar, sorry darling. Oh, psh.
It never ends.
A statement regarding the ongoing investigation in Haven Springs. We appreciate the community's concerns. Details are still emerging, and we are cooperating with the state police. We currently have exactly as much information as any of you. Addendum. State police have tapped Deputy Jason Pike to provide assistance in this case, and as such, management of this account has been handed over to another deputy. While we acknowledge that Deputy Pike has come to occupy a special role in Haven Springs community, we urge you to direct all inquiries through official channels. I just don't understand how all of this could happen under your noses. What is going on over there? This is not an acceptable statement. Nothing but respect for our boys in blue. Singular boy in beige who danced to Typhon's tune. There's no way the cops didn't know. There's something they're not telling us. Follow the money. Dropped your tinfoil hat, ya loon.
The phrase recent events is doing some work in this post.
Due to recent events, the Black Lantern will remain closed to regular business until further notice. The poster has disabled replies.
I've got some continued support for you.
We at Typhon Mining would like to express our gratitude toward Haven Springs for your continued support. We have issued a statement which is available for you to read on our website. Hey Haven, the Record Traders is currently accepting applications. Priority will be shown to applicants with previous retail broadcast experience. Fill out an application on our website. We'll be conducting interviews next week. Dope. Okay, so I'm def applying if you're hiring 16-year-olds, but is there like a sudden opening? Who left? Nobody yet. Some of us are just kinda exploring our options. If you leave without saying goodbye, I will cry. Who said anything about leaving? Okay, and then we got messages. Jessica. Hello, Alex. This is Jessica Martinez from the Rocky Mountain Gazette. I'm sorry to contact you out of the blue. I know you've been through a lot. We are working on a story about the Typhon controversy, and I'd love to speak with you either on or off record about your experiences. I'm not really comfortable talking about it right now. Your comfort would be my priority. Please contact me at this number if you change your mind. Thank you for your time and stay safe. Thank you. Well, that seemed pretty nice. I want to check these messages later, so let's check Mac. Hey Chen, didn't think you'd actually take down Typhon. You're braver than I ever imagined. Now you owe me a new job. I'm glad you're okay, really. Thanks, Mac. She doesn't owe you shit, Mac. Ducky. Dear Alex, you've been through an awful lot these past few weeks, but your resilience and courage continues to astound me. I've no doubt that you will weather this affront against your person with the same grace as you demonstrated to me during our lovely dance at the Spring Festival. A moment I will not soon forget. So please remember that we are here for you. Sincerely, Reginald McAllister III. I know, and I appreciate you sticking up for me, Ducky. Ducky is amazing. Arthur? Alex, Arthur Jones with the New York Telegram. We want your story in our ongoing Typhon coverage. What is a good time to speak over the phone? Sorry, I'm not doing any media right now. I'm getting a lot of requests. When did you learn that your father lived in Haven Springs and worked with Jed Lucan? How did it feel to learn that Jed Lucan was responsible for the mining accident that killed your father? Why do you think Jed Lucan confessed to his crimes? His color has been blocked. Charlotte? I don't even know what to say, Alex. My heart breaks for what you have endured. No one should have to live through that. But just remember that Ethan and I are here for you. Thanks, Char. What you did wasn't easy. I won't forget it. That's the first page. And there's a photo. Oh, this is a good photo. Dad knows what's up. That's awesome, Ethan. You guys look great. Thanks. Oh my god, I heard what happened. You weren't gonna mention being a superhero when I texted yesterday? I'm so glad you're safe. Thanks, buddy. Me too. Okay, let's go Steph first. Alex, you're incredible and I'm here for you no matter what. Call me the minute you need anything. I know. Thank you for having my back. It meant so much. Ryan. Okay, that was after Rooftop. Growing up, my dad was my hero, and after the accident, he was the whole town's hero. It was the best feeling in the world to know others saw him the same way I did. And no one questioned it. Even when the strange phone call started, the late nights, locking his office when he left the house. But it was all lies, and now I know the truth, because you showed it to us. I really care about you. I care about you too. Thank you, Ryan. I need a little time to clear my head. I'll call you soon, I promise. I'll be here. Group chat? Alex, please pick up. Just let us know you're okay as soon as you can. I'm pretty sure you just lost your phone, but Ryan's freaking out. Okay, we're both freaking out. We just want to make sure you're safe. Call us. Alex? Okay. Pike Fair. Okay, so we got Jed Alex? Question mark? I got good at describing other people's emotions in this book. Even new emotions. Complicated ones. I could push through the mystery, find the words, but I don't know if I can do that here. I know that something in me resonated with something in Jed, each looking into the other, drawing us together. I saw it in him, and it was like walking into a house you used to live in, seeing what someone else has done to it. Blazing self-hatred, so bright you can't let yourself look at it. The sure knowledge that you spread rot to everything you touch. The rigid feeling of the role, the routine, the lines you memorize and regurgitate to keep yourself from succumbing to the pull and looking at the truth. Maybe that's why I forgave him for all of this. The heat and force of his loathing required me to face my own, like two magnets of the same polarization, pressing each other backward. The bullet, the fall, the hospital, the house, the orphanage. Is it weird that I feel grateful for them? Grateful to Jed for giving them to me? For, however accidentally, pushing me to look at my own self-hatred and come out the other side. Fill your hands with grains of sand, in the rocks you see the clocks. Thought I could hunt, I could be brave, nothing can save you, nothing to save. Of times that passed, the good, the bad, your life's a life you'll wish you had. Cool. Are there any memories we forgot to look at? Did we look at this? I'm not sure. After this, CPS became the name we called the boogeyman. Watch out or CPS will come. Be nice and quiet or you'll get swallowed up by CPS. Don't fight with Dad, Gabe, please. Do you want another CPS visit? It was like the swinging pendulum dangling over the pit we were in. Gabe especially was terrified of them for the usual reasons. Who wants to be a ward of the state? But also because, despite everything, the idea of losing Dad when we'd already lost Mom made him feel like he couldn't breathe. I think Gabe always hoped that Dad would come around. He had to, right? Eventually. And if he didn't, if we got piled into a town car and driven away from him forever, what else did Gabe have to hope for? Yeah, I don't think we read that. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything else we're missing here.
Maybe Dad deserved everything he got. But I'm still glad we were there with him in his last moments.
I don't know if you deserve that. Who decides who deserves something? Lie down. Guitar.
I love this guitar, but if it starts asking me riddles again, I'm throwing it out the window. I haven't spoken to Ryan since the vote. What am I even supposed to say to him?
I don't know, you just
Must
start.
be rare that a local paper gets to break out the really big headline.
8 deaths covered up by typhoon mining. Haven Springs rocked by revelations.
Feels like I've been through so much with Eleanor. It meant the world that she believed me.
You ever swing a pick before, Mr.
Chen, John, and now. But I'm a hard worker, and I learn fast, and I don't mind long hours.
You don't have somebody waiting on you at home?
No, sir.
Well, John, guess you're a hell diver now.
Okay. Dad bomber jacket. There we go. I wonder who he would have been if things had been different. Jun or John, husband or widower, dad or whatever he decided to be instead. What if Mom hadn't died? What if they'd never come to the States? What if Gabe and I hadn't come along? Would things be different? Or was there something about him, something impossibly, bottomlessly sad, that was always going to lead him here or someplace like here? He didn't have somebody waiting for him at home. He was right. We had already been plucked up and sent away, isolated from him, each other, ourselves. He thought a lot about coming back someday, whether he was strong enough, whether he'd be doing more harm than good. I don't know. I know it would have been nice to look him in the eyes as an adult and get to decide how I feel about him. It's hard to forgive a ghost.
I'm glad he held on to it, for whatever it's worth.
Alex, they told me to destroy this jacket after the incident. I couldn't do it. Perhaps some part of me knew that I would one day need to pass it along. When Gabe first stepped into my bar looking for his father, I swore I would one day return this jacket to him. Then I swore I would return it to both of you. I think you know by now what my word is worth. I did not deserve your forgiveness, but it moved me more than I knew was possible. I hope this gift will provide some small comfort to you in the days ahead, Jed. It's nice.
I'll never understand exactly what happened to me down there, but I'll always be grateful. Good thing I sold off all my Typhon stock.
Typhon CEO resigns amid stock plummet.
I'm pretty sure my voice was already heard by everyone who needed to hear it.
I trust you have received my other messages and voicemails. I'm asking for 10 minutes of your time. We go to print at 8. Please let me help your voice be heard.
Is it weird that the part of this that bothers me the most is nondescript dive bar?
Mining scandal has deep state fingerprints. Murder, criminal fraud, blah blah blah. Okay. Play interview?
I am now a double victim. First to Jed Lucan's horrible deception, and now to Tyson's attempts to scapegoat me for their crimes. But I will fight, tooth and nail, to ensure that the real story is told and my name is cleared. Thank you.
Sounds like Diane is angling for a book deal. Hopefully it ends up in the fiction section, where it belongs. Even though it was hard, I'm glad I let Charlotte overcome her own anger. I think it gave her the strength to support me.
Yeah, I'm glad
I felt very close
that
to
she
Becky after our dance.
was able to deal with it.
I guess he felt the same way.
Crutches.
This air was powered by adrenaline that whole morning. Now I'm mostly powered by extra strength Advil and these.
Okay, let's lay down and have some inner monologue.
I've been playing a lot the last 2 days, trying to think things through. But I realize it's actually the opposite. When I'm playing is the only time I get to not think. Not think about Jed, or Gabe, or Dad, and what could have been if he'd never come to this town. Most of all, what I don't think about is me, because I've never been good at that. And suddenly, it's the only question that's left. So, I just keep playing.
Okay. Time to get out of here then? Oh, you want to go upstairs, right? Head up to the roof, yeah. Okay. Well, let's look at this
was
first.
2 days ago? That doesn't seem possible.
Lawyer business card.
Maybe I do deserve some $ justice, but I'd much rather be able to move on with my life. I want to go outside without seeing anyone. That's why God created rooftops.
Then let's go up. Oh. Who's knocking? Who be knocking on my door? Is that a Ryan? A Ryan I've been avoiding talking to?
Ryan, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, give him a hug.
I know.
He's probably been struggling alone too.
So,
I feel like wrong button. I don't like looking at that button or that page when I talk. I think Ryan and Alex really understand each other, like on a deeper level. So that Ryan probably didn't have anybody to talk to about this who would really understand him, because it feels like Alex really understands what's going on and the feelings that he would have as well. So it would be hard for either of them to stay away from each other for too long, because they kind of need each other to process things, I think.
what's next for Alex Chen? I guess I'm asking because I'm in. I mean, whether it's here or anywhere else. If you want me, I'm there.
You would leave Haven? Thank you. Thank you. When you love
That's really
somebody,
sweet, Ryan.
I think you don't really care where you are. I
Thank
mean,
you.
Don't mention it.
depends.
I'm not used to getting to decide what I want. I guess I'd better think about it.
I guess so. You know where to find me.
Aww. I don't think I could let him leave if I was Alex. I was like, come with me. Let's go to the rooftop and just look out and just be next to each other. Don't really have to talk, just... But I do think Alex probably needs to like process her wants and needs. And sometimes the other person will influence your wants and needs if they're close. And sometimes you can only decide when you're
All right,
alone.
just tell me.
What?
My future. What to do?
He can't tell you what to do.
The night of the Spring Fest, Ryan made a strong case for why I should stay in Haven. The idea of making this place my home. It seemed nice. Of course, that was before all the shit went down. Come on, you're the know-it-all. So tell me.
Actually, I do know what you should do. You should stay in Haven.
Let's say really.
You really think so?
Of course. You finally have a home, a job, people who actually like you. Why would you give that up?
That's true.
Then again, maybe leaving would be better.
What?
You're young, you suddenly have a little money, friends. And don't you think it's time to give this music thing a real shot? No, you should definitely leave.
Oh, fuck off. Stop it, Gabe. I don't need the mysterious spirit bullshit right now. I just need...
But that is a part of
I
being
just need my big brother.
being the big brother, though.
I'm sorry.
I know.
But here's something. It's 3 hours from now. A bus pulls away. You're not on it. Ryan approves. Life goes on.
Yeah, I don't think Ryan wants to leave this place.
You go back to work. You settle into a routine.
Some people might think this is nice. I would freak out. Settling down
Day,
like that just...
with almost no warning.
Just this seems like almost hell. Like, not that I don't like being in the same spot, but like the routine of just waking up, working, doing the same things every day over and over. Literally what I'm doing right now though, and have been doing for years probably though, just getting up, like recording and or doing streaming. I did for a while, but I've taken a break from that. But to me, that's using my creative aspects that I really love and seeing different stories in this manner. And to me, that's... Some people might hate what I'm doing and think it's a waste of time, but I view their life as a waste of time because I couldn't imagine doing it that way. And it's easy to forget that somebody might actually like the life that they have. And some people might find it hard to understand the life you have and that you could like that. And yeah. Like, I can understand why
in Bolt's town.
you would... Like,
it hurts.
Yeah, if you could leave the town, would you still want to stay in that town?
But she does offer you a going away present. Her job. You take it. All those years of being a music snob finally pay off.
What is your dream, Alex? What do you want?
Time does its thing.
Do you want to stay here? Do you want to work here? Do you want to get kids with Ryan? Or do you want to travel? Do you want to make music? Do you want to perform? Do you want to write? What do you want to do? I guess it's going to end now?
The apartment starts to feel less like a museum and more like a home.
Do you want to watch Ethan grow up? Read his stories? Watch Charlotte make art?
Thoughts of Jed, of Typhon, even of me, begin to fade into the background.
Go Riley, go Riley. Aw. And she might open up again. I might get hurt again. 'Cause you never know.
The rooftop is your stage. You perform every week to a small but adoring group of fans. Maybe while you play, you wonder what could have been. Performing for more people in more cities,
Just
sharing
make sure
your
you
music
don't
with the world.
regret staying. But you can also spend some time figuring out if you don't have to decide.
Or maybe you never think about that much at all.
If you want to stay or not. You can decide later too. Just get a feel for it.
You don't know exactly when it happens. But one day you look around and find that you have transformed this place just as much as it has transformed you. And the most extraordinary thing of all is just how normal it feels.
Really pretty place though.
You don't doubt it.
Sick.
Or wonder what might have been. It's your life. The life you fought so hard to have. And for the first time in a long time, you just live.
Thank you.
It's
Don't mention
beautiful.
it.
You really think I'll transform Haven?
Of course.
Maybe,
You already
maybe
have.
not. Who knows?
With your gift, your music, just by being you. But Alex, that doesn't mean you have to stay. You have the potential to do that anywhere you go.
Go where?
Where am I supposed to go? I don't have any other home.
You can make a home anywhere.
That is true. But you didn't have any home before coming here. And look what happened. The truth is, there's no telling what that version of your future might be. The only promise is the adventure. So, what do you think?
Do I decide? Huh, I do decide. I think it's hard because I don't know really what Alex wants. To me, it feels like she wanted stability because she's had so much chaos, and I think she needs time to figure out who she is and what she likes. So I think staying is good, but that doesn't mean she can never leave or have adventure. There's times for everything, and I think if she seeks adventure now, she's just had an adventure with the whole Typhon thing. And if she leaves for another one, I don't know if she's had space to breathe, and she might just go searching and searching and searching for something. And I think it's better to stay right now. Also, I want to stay with Ryan, so. If I chose Steph, I might have wanted adventure, because them two on a trip and going around, traveling, seems so much fun. But I just want a cozy ending. Even if it might not be what I would have chosen in real life. But right now, I live in a small town. And I'm chilling. And I'm taking a moment to myself. So I'm kind of doing exactly that. It was an adventure moving here, but it was one of the biggest decisions I made in my life moving here. But it's been really nice being here. Achievement, the only promise is the adventure. Living in a small town doesn't have to mean boring either, you know? There's plenty of things to learn and experience in a small town. Alright, let's take a look at the last percentages here. Alex stayed in Haven Springs, 56%. Okay, actually, I thought maybe more people would have chosen another option, but that was nice. Alex forgave Jed for his actions, 69%. Okay, is that higher than I thought? Maybe a little bit. Alex claimed she learned not to fear her emotions, 52%. Alex claimed she learned the meaning of a home, 42%. Alex claimed she didn't learn anything in Haven, 6%. Yeah. Didn't learn anything. Everyone on the council supported Alex, 12%. Some members of the council stood with Alex, 83. None of the council members backed Alex, 5%. What? I mean, it did seem in that moment like some of the things you did affect that outcome. If I'd chosen a different thing with Jason, would he not have backed me if I hadn't taken his fear? I was thinking that it didn't seem like it mattered, or like that there was a consequence of taking his fear. I feel like there would have been a bad consequence for that. But to me, it seems like that turned out perfectly. It's kind of weird. Dang. I guess I'm proud of that one. I got everyone on my side. It's kind of awesome. Alex wanted to belong somewhere in the future, 42%. Alex wanted to play our music in the future, 11. Alex wanted to help more people in the future, 42, 47. Yeah, that makes sense. Alex took a moment to reflect in the apartment, 35. Ryan stood by Alex during the vote, 31. Alex didn't see Ryan after the vote, 46. Alex wasn't ready to forgive Ryan, 5%. Alex forgave Ryan for not believing her, 18%. Okay, that's nice. I like that. Charlotte sided with Alex during the vote, 44. Charlotte turned her back on Alex, 52. Ooh, so she was maybe one of the ones that was more difficult to get on your side then. Eleanor sided with Alex during the vote, 50. Eleanor offered to get Alex help, 50. Dang, that's really a 50-50, huh? Pike sided with Alex during the vote, 74. Okay, so he was one of the easier ones then to get on your side. Ducky sided with Alex during the vote, 46. Is that because of the dance? I mean, it makes sense because it was the moment we had with him. Ducky remained loyal to Jed. Oof, that would have hurt. Any of these people not siding with her and thinking she was crazy or something would hurt to watch. Ryan believed Alex during the vote, 31. So it's probably... Well, we have had a lot of good moments with Ryan, but that was also because I wanted to choose Ryan over Steph. And I think that helps, right? Ryan and Alex start dating in Haven Springs, 23. Ryan leaves Haven to be with Alex, 10%. Oh, so if you'd chosen Adventure, he might have come with you then? Ryan and Alex don't get together, 67. Steph and Alex don't get together, 34. Steph and Alex leave, Steph stays, 30. 33, 33, 34, that's very even. Okay, I guess that's it then? Okay, that is it for Life is Strange True Colors. But I haven't failed to notice that there's a Steph story that we can still do, and I did take a quick Google at it and saw that it was about 3 to 4 hours. So it means this is not over, and I'm so happy because I didn't want this to be over. I honestly found True Colors to be a little bit shorter than I wanted to be. And I don't know if that's because the people who made it felt like it couldn't be longer because that would be too boring. But I've honestly found this game to be very interesting regarding the characters, and I would have loved to see more. I also found the end of it a little bit undramatic, and normally I don't mind, but I don't know if I just felt it to be like, okay, this was simply it wasn't too easy for me, like since I got everybody on my side and it felt like I did things right throughout the game. So the ending was just like underwhelming because it was like, oh, there was like nothing for me to do other than just watch, and I don't mind that completely. If we look back, Life is Strange 1 had a very impactful ending. It wasn't short either, it was like dragged out for a couple episodes, very interesting and dark and twisted, which I really found intriguing. Before the Storm was perhaps not the most exciting because it was the past, but I really liked seeing it still. And there was still a lot of interesting things that happened that I found to be a little bit surprising, I guess. Life is Strange 2 was very... Well, the ending, Life is Strange 2 was probably the one I found most difficult because there was so many choices and things went to hell so many times. It was so tough. This one felt more calm and homely and emotional in a way that it looked at emotions. Not that the emotions, like Life is Strange 2 was very hurtful. Like there were so many things that just, like deaths and crazy things that happen. This one was calmer. We took a look at like fears and anger, and the music and the vibe of this small town made it very like calm-ish. I wasn't as stressed playing this as I was Life is Strange 2. And I don't know if I wanted more stress in this one. It really feel like it fit the theme of this game. I kind of like that all of the games have been so different. But I might have wanted the ending to be longer, because it did just feel like a very cinematic thing, and I wonder if I feel like this game lacked more decisions. To me, this whole story from beginning to end felt very steered, felt very straight-lined, and in Life is Strange games I want more variables, but that doesn't mean I didn't like it. And I do think this game has been the game that has had the best outcome for me. And I wonder if that's why it feels so easy to me, because I feel like I'm very satisfied with everything that went down, except for the situation with Pike, which did also turn out to be maybe the right decision, even though it was super hard to make it, because I was wondering about the consequences, but then there didn't seem to be consequences. So I feel like I wanted more consequences in this one. So it might be that it just seemed simple to me because I made the right decisions, and to me it didn't seem like there was a lot of bumps along the road. So maybe I just should be proud of the way it turned out. But I think because this was one of the more interesting, I don't know if it was more interesting, but I really found it interesting. I still need to go through and rate all the Life is Strange games, but I don't know if I'm ready to do that yet. I think I need another playthrough of all of them with making different choices so I can see different things happen. So I'm not ready to make up my mind on which one I enjoyed the most or which characters I've liked the most. But I do kind of want to go through and rank people. Maybe we can do like a tier list of all the main characters and side characters or something. That would be fun. Yeah, I really like this story. I really did. And I've talked a little bit in the comment section about, at least in Life is Strange 2, about the effects, and also in the beginning of the game when Gabe died. I've had a lot of thoughts about Life is Strange using character deaths in ways that I don't always agree with. Life is Strange 1 had Chloe's death in the bathroom, and that, I think, is a very good use of it. It set down this whole path of time travel, of using time. So I think deaths in Life is Strange 1 was well used. It is also the original one, so it makes sense that, like, you didn't expect it. I didn't expect it, at least. That was very shocking to me, that whole game. Life is Strange Before the Storm, I'm having trouble remembering everything that happened there, so I don't really have much thoughts around that. I think Life is Strange 2 is the one that didn't use deaths in the best way. Because these games don't need necessarily to have deaths for it to be a good game. And at the beginning of True Colors, I was afraid that they just used Gabe's death as something that was just going to shock you but not mean much. I think I underestimated the impact of how important his death was to this whole story and how important it was for Alex. Because it wasn't just the story of finding out who killed him. It was the story of her coming to terms with who she was and what she could do and looking at her past and everything. Like, I understand what this game was trying to do. While Life is Strange 2 to me had a lot of deaths. Now, it makes sense when you look at the powers that were in that game and Daniel being a kid. I just don't know. Like, the dad dying in the beginning of that game to set off this whole travel situation with them. I don't know if the dad had to die. Like, it could have seemed like he died, but then he wouldn't have. Maybe I would have. I don't know. I don't know what I think anymore. Because I can defend the reason they did a lot of the deaths. I guess Mushroom's death in Life is Strange 2 is a death that just seemed very unnecessary. They were already struggling a lot in Life is Strange 2, and it feels like that didn't need to happen. Yeah, I don't know anymore. I feel like I'm just rambling now, and I feel like I can't talk. Maybe I'll have more thoughts about the whole game of True Colors and maybe some things about the other ones that I've realized after we play Steph's story. But we still have that, so I'm really happy that we have more. It's probably gonna be just a simple thing, but I really enjoy like these small DLCs, or yeah, these small DLCs. It's fun. It's usually really cute and calm and learning more. and I like that. So I will catch you then, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. But for now, I guess we've completed True Colors, and I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I really did. I really feel good about it. I really feel good about it. And I think on a replay, since they allowed Gabe to have voices throughout like the ending here, I think his death on a replay might feel a little bit different. So I'm excited for a replay of the main game here. But yeah, for now this is it. I'm done rambling and thinking thoughts that really doesn't feel very coherent to me. So I don't know what you get out of what I've said. Today has been a weird day. I just feel like my mind is everywhere. But yes, let's end. Okay, for now this is it. So if you enjoyed this playthrough and you enjoyed this video, remember that you can always like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. And I will catch you on the next one. Bye bye!